guess has to come from the village.
I move to reconsider Bill 519.
And then, okay, and then it has to be a vote in between the people who said no. I would like to pass my gavel onto Senator Kasich.
Vice President Booth.
Okay, seconded by Rogan and Paul. Okay. Discussion. Okay,
Roll call, Bill Hughes.
roll call on the notes to reconsider.
So if we are to reconsider it, we, the people for the no's, can we voice, like, under the conditions that we would vote for it? Like, how does that, like, I guess I'm just, like, what would make us vote yes for the, I guess, would be my question.
Senator, not Senator, Secretary Superintendent is the process.
So when you're voting during the roll call vote, you're the next one, and so that you want to vote on that. And then when it comes back to being considered, then you can go back to the, just start having a discussion and then decide, and then that's a discussion for everyone once it's back on the table. So then, right, so right now you're just voting, yes, I'd like to bring this back onto the agenda to the citizenship. But you can say whatever you want during the day. In the day.
Senator Becker? I would vote yes to reconsider the bill in the order that we could, as the Senate, maybe set up a time that we're all free to re-discuss, like, the other finances that would go along if the number were to increase from, like, in the number between the 13 and 20.
Senator Ruth? Senator Newcomb?
Pass.
Senator Foltz?
Thank you, Chris. Yeah, a minute. Okay. I wanted to do something else today, and now all of you did. But do we consider compromising on 14, 15, with or without an international student?
Once I would reconsider the bill.
Consider that,
Get the
yes, first.
Senator Hurtado? Yes. Senator Muscat? Yes. Senator Garcia? Yes. Senator Furman?
Yes.
Senator Long? Senator Stretch? Senator
Yes.
Ultimately, I think 20 is a good number. That was kind of my sentiment in voting for it. I did originally advocate for compromise to 15 in the original discussions. While it is still my belief that more senators is a good thing, I do vote yes for the sake of discussion.
Okay, so now that Bill 519 is on the table, I pass my gavel on to Senator Kasich. All right, so just to break down realities for you guys, we need to pass something today because if we keep at 20, we already have $30,000 that we have to find from either club funding, federal theater, or other online rooms that we fund. If we stay at 20, that's another 30,000 on top of that money that we have to find and cut from our line items. And I know a lot of you guys have talked about like cutting away from like student opportunity, but by taking the hit ourselves, we are taking like a much greater sacrifice than if we were to cut the clubs directly. And to cut the benefit that not only benefits students, but it also benefits our community. So I understand that you guys want representation, but when it comes down to it, like we're restructuring due to the fact that we do not have the money to sustain like 20 senators. Like I know it's hard. I know you guys want diversity. That's been a priority all this year. But it's time to like, look at logistics and reason and find a compromise. Even if it's like at this point, I'm telling you, like, 20 is a hard goal sell. But look at like the 15 or look at 13. But honestly, the decision has to be made tonight.
Sounds illegal.
I just want to remind the Senate that 20 still is a viable option. It would just be with a cut to pay. And I think that was certainly what I was trying to say here in the discussion of this bill, and I think what one of the other senators were too, is that 20 is still manageable, we would just be making less. And everybody else is still already going to get cut. We can, I believe during the discussion, it is possible to save the same amount of money from cuts and from eliminating senators. So we would, keeping 20 senators does not mean that they will be here for SAB or anybody else is going to get more money back.
All right, and since it's on the same agenda, just for clarification, Senator Levy, you were actually not allowed to speak, but it's fine, you were recognized. The people who still have time remaining are Senator Brogan, Senator Hurtado, Senator Hammond, Senator Mojica, Senator Garcia, Senator Herman, Senator Ramal, Senator Sargent, Senator Salas, Senator Shrestha, and Senator Walker. Senator Walker.
After talking in the hallway, I move to approve the bill 519. 519 with reconsiderations that Chris Huff made previously, as the bill was stated before.
Objection, discussion.
Are there other speeches to be given?
Previous.
Just a point of inquiry. If we are reconsidering the bill, then wouldn't this be technically a new bill in a way?
It's on the same agenda. Reconsidering it just doesn't like brings it back to the table. It doesn't re-slate time. Can we go to an open discussion or do you want to keep going? We move to committee for a limited time. So if we wanted to create an open discussion, just say move to committee for 5 minutes, and you guys can talk through amongst yourselves. And it would be a lot easier for Zara since she wouldn't have to take them. All right, Senator Day.
I would like to move to
All right, let me start the time. All right, go.
Just real quick, for committee, we can turn off the microphones.
All right. The 5 minutes are now. If you don't want to speak, this is open committee.
Okay, my biggest thing is, yes, if we keep 20 senators, we literally do not have enough money to cut to make up that much money. Other things do have to be cut if we keep 20. I just don't want that. Other items would stop.
One, I think you made a good point. The people who sit in Senate are people who are involved. So we're not doing it for the scholarship, but our time is also super valuable. When I consider all the things that I have to get done, this is also a good portion of my time. Driving Idaho Falls once this semester, doing 2 field hours a month. That takes a lot of my time when I have plenty of other things to run. So I think the scholarship is important, even though that's not why we're here.
Open discussion.
Yeah, I'm pretty tight. I may be wrong, but I believe looking at the budget that we had, we have 2 different options while we were discussing this. One of them being uniform senators and scholarships. The other one being cutting the number of senators and not cutting scholarships as much. We voted on that. We decided on 12 senators pushing it, that's why it's still was. But I was, with the additional 30,000 we did not get from the increased student fees, that may be what you're referring to, but in which case we're going to have to
So I'd say right now, during this period of time, we should pick a number that all of us can vote yes to. Because this is pointless to say, I want 20, I want 11, I want whatever. Like, let's
This
just
bill's
pick a
gonna
number.
pass the way I have it. I know 5 people would switch, let's just get the vote down. I'm ready to roll out.
Did you have anything to say? I just want to point out, so we can do 13 at 750, but we can do 15 at 650 for the exact same amount. You get 2 more as a compromise. The exact same.
It's in line, guys. This bill has nothing to do with that. You know, when this bill doesn't say how much money they're. What we need to do is vote on the number factors and then later on figure out the side fact. Does that work?
Because we're changing that number of senators.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that we're gonna have to make budget cuts. So, like, I feel like everyone was kind of just like thrown into this mess, like, we really didn't have a lot of details, none of us really had time to do our homework. I felt like I was completely blindsided, and I didn't have enough time to look at line items. Like, I'm not a dumb person, like, I can figure out where to make cuts, I've made budgets, like, I've been on committee places that I've had to make cuts places, and I feel like if we got together before this, we wouldn't be in this discussion right now.
We did during Thanksgiving break.
Yeah, but how many of us were here? That's what I want to know.
You have the opportunity to speak heavily over time.
Very few were informed on that one.
Yeah.
I'll call BS. I'm gonna pass this bill just because I feel we made way too many frequent circles.
And just another point, as Jessica and I sat down and we like very thoroughly went through each of the line items, and we felt like we made very appropriate cuts in areas that we are definitely comfortable in cutting, and then we still left a lot of room for the rest of the line items, which would be $30,000 if we dropped to the 13 senators and kept the scholarships the same. So Jessica definitely done a lot of the legwork, which is what we sent you guys at the beginning of the week or whatever, but so.
But again, come back to my original point, we just need to pick a number of senators. What is something that all of us can like feel okay about?
13, stick it at 13.
Stay with it. Bring
So
it.
there-
Close this.
So, sure, not going to vote on that bill at this time.
Hold on, before we move out of this and then say, let's go with 13 and then have to do this all over again, is can you raise your hands if you're not comfortable with 13? Not to get mad at you, but we just need to figure out if this is going to pass or not. So we have 3 that are not okay with 13. 4,
I know if those who haven't been in here, I feel like you want to talk when you're not talking, and we would love your opinion.
Okay, guys, Mario was talking to the Go ahead, Mario.
Okay, so did any of you actually look at the document that Jeff sent out? Like, if you read it in detail, you can see how much money we're saving, how much money we're cutting. And aesthetically pleasing, yes, we're going to be a smaller Senate. But realistically and financially, it's a good plan because we're in a pickle. It's not our fault, but we're in a pickle. And we need to make that effort to help get out of this pickle. So, I don't know, for me, I think the spreadsheet or the document that Jeff sent out really broke it down exactly what each position, each senator, executive branch, everything, what they're gonna get per semester. And honestly, to me, that looks all right. Granted, it's gonna be smaller, and like I told Christoph during the week, aesthetically pleasing, yes, we're gonna be a smaller Senate, and no, that's not ideal because that's not enough representation of student senators, but, or student constituents. But looking at it in a financial way to help ISU, because we're student body government, we're representing ISU, I think it's a good move. 13 is a good number. I don't know, that's just what I think.
Thank you, Mario.
well, I think to kind of jump on that too.
Yeah, time
Well,
has been
Time's
unless
up.
you want to move to extend it.
No.
I'll move to extend.
Oh, okay, you guys can talk, if you guys ready, you guys can vote if you're ready.
Okay, just real quick, I know we're all worried about representation from students. It's very evident by how many students voted, they don't care whether they're represented or not. So I think if we could get 5% at 13, then it doesn't matter in terms of student representation, as long as we're taking everything we say back to the constituents and getting them excited about what we're doing. Right now, we're not really doing anything. Plenty of people didn't vote. We had so many positions that were unfilled, so it's clear that they don't care what we do.
I just want to say again, this is an exception here. Next 2 years, when there's a lot more involvement, 20 centers, and years with less students. They're still okay, right?
It could be on a temporary thing. You could drop it to 15 senators until such time as you guys are out of whatever pickle is causing this problem. So it, you know, you could go 18 senators next year and then raise it back up to 20 the following. It's 1 year, but it could just be on a temporary basis.
I'll go back to Senator Waltz. We hear from the public.
Basically, what I think about it is, senators should be like more active, and since the election is coming up, I think, we should encourage more senators to run. And it should not be about the scholarship, like, we should, tell them that we reward the, Senate scholarship because we're a decent budget. But, I think they'll understand if we like, go on, so. I'm okay with it.
Alrighty, Senator Walker.
I move to approve Bill 519.
Move to.
I move to take it out of committee second.
Perfect, motion carried. Senator Walker.
I move to approve Bill 519 with the recommendation and changes as stated by Christoph. As the previous.
Alright.
For clarification. So this is voting on 15 senators, cutting 15 senators.
No, so 13.
That was Christophe's recommendation.
So we're not including the Pennsylvania amendment. We're voting on the bill as is.
Yes, we're reapproving the bill as is.
With Christophe's friendly amendment, I'll get 13.
It was already 13. We voted on 13.
No, it was 12 in the paper and Christoph amended it. But the 13.
We voted on
Can you
12.
please read your amendments?
Okay. So,
Voting on the amendment.
Yes.
So, my friendly amendment was that the largest college will receive 3 senators. The next 3 largest colleges will receive 2 senators. And the final 4 colleges will receive 1 senator.
So maybe
What essentially getting off the next is 1 more senator. That's all we're doing.
we're voting on that before.
Yeah.
Made that amendment before.
Yeah,
So we're voting on the exact same bill.
Yes.
yeah, with that.
Okay, so just as clarification, we need to read off. The largest college will receive 3 senators, the next 2 shall receive 2 senators, and the remaining 4 colleges shall receive 1 senator based upon enrollment. Just as we have 13. Alright, at this time, I will entertain a motion.
I move to approve Bill 519. Or previous.
Great,
So I said.
perfect.
Thank you.
Roll call.
Senator Hooker? With nothing being changed, my previous opinion is still, it is a 6. So why, like, nothing else changed, so my opinion is still no on this bill. Senator Logan? Senator,
I'm with Senator Becker. I voted to be considered a bill to try and come to a compromise, but my opinion on 13 senators, I still believe we don't have enough representation. I still believe we are basically silencing students. And we're not cutting half the students, so why are we cutting half the senators? I guess is my opinion. And so I urge all the senators to vote no before. If you had a problem before, if you didn't think that this was, we were going through the right process for this, we definitely are now. If we weren't going through the right procedures, if this is not the right option, then your vote should still be no, because we the first vote didn't count for some reason. So with that, I vote that.
Senator Day, Senator Holtz, Senator Dale,
Science seems to be taking away money from them.
Senator Henderson,
Yes.
Senator Hurtado. If Utah State is 7 senators and we have one population in cities, so Senator Singh,
Yes.
Senator McBride. I feel like he said in the qualified vote. Senator Garcia. Senator Cronin.
I can appreciate the different opinions. But as I said, we have a lot of hard, difficult decisions to be made. For that, I appreciate it.
Senator Hall.
There's a few minutes where I came over here, I didn't know that was scholarship policy. But like, there are many centers who have. But like having three senators instead of one, or having 2 senators instead of 3. I guess it can bring a lot of budget issues to down. And other flows as well. So I think
Senator Salas.
when the state is running with the 13 senators, they will feel more powerful, like they'll have more drive to do it. So with those 13 senators, they want to visit colleges as well as the lot of their students. So with that being said, I know yes.
Senator Sargent.
I just want to say that we're maybe, just pretend we're looking at it, and then there's maybe which is why it's the same level as it was. So, I'm sorry that this is the way I have it really, but I vote yes.
Senator Shepard. Senator Walker.
Yes.
Senator Holtz.
Yes.
Senator
All right, and with that, Bill 519 passes with a friendly amendment. Moving right along. At this time, we will open up our gallery for any questions and answers. Cool. Seeing as we don't have anything else, let's do the fight song. Just a friendly reminder, those who aren't serving on university committee to see Kristen here after so she can get you set up and lunch. Senator Gale.
Second.
Senator Gale, who adjourns me, seconded by Senator Walker.
Senator Piper. Here. Senator Rogan. Senator Vito.
Question.
Senator Day. Senator Holtz. Senator Dale.
Here.
Senator Henderson.
Here.
Senator Hurtado. Here. Senator Hammond. Senator Sue.
Yeah.
Senator McBride. Here. Senator Garcia. Here. Senator Cronin.
Here.
Senator Ramal. Here. Senator Salas. Senator Sargent. Here. Senator Sestak. Senator Walker.
Yeah.
And with that, meeting is adjourned at 8:21.
Made it.
Even if they're going to do something like this next year, so I don't want them to do another one. But like they know them. Because I haven't heard the all the costs, like all that
That was interesting.
I need to see. Oh, yeah, cool. I'll meet down there. Okay.